Hello Libra, it's Lisa. I'm having my coffee and we're going to do a reading for the middle of the month, December 2022. If you're new to my channel and your first time popping in, I hope you enjoy it. You'll come back and see me again. And for those of you who have come here before, my subscribers, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Alright, let's see what we can find out for Libra. December 2022. Libra, December 2022. Alright, we got the Fool, the Three of Cups, the Moon, the Four of Swords, Justice, and the Hermit. Alright guys, take a look at this, figure out what I can from this, and then we'll pull other cards from a different deck, and then we'll pull an oracle card at the end to close it out. Alright, let's see. Wow. It looks like right now the way you feel is about maybe some kind of new start. You know, going down a new path. I don't know if this could be changing jobs, changing life situation. And I feel like you, at this point, I always think about him. He's kind of like, he's not even concerned that he's going to fall off this cliff. He's not paying any attention. He's, just saluting something with his glass of wine. And he's not worried about it. So whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, you're not concerned about the consequence of it. Like whether it's a job change, or the house change, a relationship change, whatever the situation is, you are pretty much, you know it's going to be fine. And now with this Three of Cups energy, this is, maybe because of the month that it is, or just the holiday time in general, I think you're just looking to, maybe just celebrate with some friends, some family, and you're just like kind of laying back, taking it easy, and having a good time. But you're concerned about, I think you're concerned about maybe the unknown, or things that you're not, even though you want to take this new path, I think you're actually might be concerned about it because you don't know exactly. With this moon energy, this is all about not feeling secure. You can't really see things by the moon, and you have to be able to push past the feeling of anxiety and maybe some negative feelings coming in. You could have a lot of intuition going on right now too. Like, I'd be getting these gut feelings, or that, ever had that little tickle in the back of your neck, and you just know something's not right, and you're just not sure. So I feel like that's like really in your mind. There's so much that you need to know, or you want to know, or you thought you knew, and you're not sure. So it's, just feeling a little bit anxious about it. Now this one, this Four of Swords, I actually feel like you have time. Whatever the decision you want to make, whatever the thought process you have going on, you don't have to jump at it right now. You actually do have time. You have time to think about it, be able to go over it in your mind and replay it and think how it's going to work out. So you don't have to rush to anything right now. You kind of just can sit and think on it for a little bit, or just, meditate, contemplate, so you don't make any rush actions that could cause any kind of issues for you. Justice it's really cool in the sense that it's fair. Whether you are wrong or whether you are right, justice is fair. It's going to come out the way, it should, or it's supposed to come out the way it should, but that's not always the case, is it? But you kind of hope that things are going to go right and things are going right for you. But for some reason, this feels, there's an insecurity here. Again, I don't know what it is that you're contemplating, but I don't know if you're thinking, in your mind, you're thinking whatever it is that you're going to embark on, you might not be in the positive, for whatever the reason is. Because it's just, so it's not even just that you're afraid of it, but maybe that's where this anxiety comes in. Because you're not afraid of the justice, you don't feel like it's going to be on your side. And as the outcome, we have the Hermit. Now you know who it is. He's just thinking about things, going within, sitting in his mind and pondering. And again, and that with the Four of Swords is kind of the same thing here. And the Moon is about intuition too. I mean, it can be all the negative things that was involved, but it is very about intuition and meditation time and that kind of thing. Let's see what we can find out for Libra. Oops, let me. All right. Let's see. What can you tell me about the Fool for Libra? Tell me about the Fool for Libra. Hello. Okay. All right. The Ace of Wands. The King of Cups. And the Four of Swords. All right. So it looks to me, it's like, okay, whatever it is that you're thinking about going out into, starting out, you've probably been thinking about it for a while, it's like this new opportunity that you had, maybe you heard about it, you read about it, and it's possibly like maybe it's growth in your job, in your business, or whatever it is. And I feel like this King of Cups energy, this is possibly, it could be somebody around you, but it's very possibly you, just somebody who's compassionate and balanced and can handle whatever's going on. And with this Four of Swords, again, with that, I feel like you're still kind of like in that meditation zone a little bit, just kind of like just trying to think on things and resting and not rushing. I think that's the whole thing. Even though this Fool looks like he's going to fall right off that cliff, I feel like you know that at that point you're not going to rush into something. Let me see about this Three of Cups. Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and Temperance. All right, so now, taking your time, you're trying to balance things out, taking everything in and, missed that word again, moderation. And the Knight of Cups and the Pentacles, that feels like that might just be who's around you, who you're thinking about celebrating with. You're having good times. And it feels like, you're being moderate, like maybe you're not going to do anything over the top, but, still going to have a good time. What about this Moon? Come on, now. Thanks, Spirit. The Hierophant. The Six of Swords. And the Four of Wands. Well, it does seem like, all right, so whatever it is that you're not actually sure, like you're just thinking on it and you can't figure it out. I feel like you might get involved in some kind of meditation or something to clear your mind, to keep your thoughts good, because maybe you're thinking about whatever this opportunity is. You're taking a chance on it, and I feel like you just want to get you know, your higher power or, spirit, source, and see if you can get some answer from them too. Because this could be a celebration, and maybe it's around the celebration. But then I feel like you are possibly moving away from something, or the thought process is moving away from you. And you're thinking maybe it's just a little bit too tricky right now for whatever it is. Maybe it's going to be too costly. Maybe it's going to be too time difference of, what you already have as your responsibilities. And it could be around the party. Like I always think of the Four of Wands. It always reminds me of stability. So maybe you're afraid to shake up your stability, whether that's considered like your home or something concrete and what keeps you grounded. It always makes me feel like that. It's just, you're afraid of what's going to happen with that. What about this Four of Swords? Page of Wands. The Two of Swords. And the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. All right. Now those two pages, sometimes they could be young people in your environment and, just, people that you're around that are on the younger. But right now it actually feels like these pages are basically infancy of ideas. Maybe you have this awesome idea about, with the Page of Pentacles being like a new financial idea, getting abundance somehow, and the Wands having everything about, discovery and potential, but they're in infancy. They're small. And this Two of Swords, it's like you're making a decision, and that's based on facts and not just your emotions, not your feelings so much. And maybe that's why with this being in infancy, you still have time. With that Four of Swords, like I said, you have time, so you don't have to rush into it. Because whatever it is, you're feeling nervous about maybe taking any sudden moves that could cause consequences that you don't really want to live with. On the Justice, we have, what is that? It's the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and Death. Oh. All right, well, it looks like whatever it is, whatever this Justice is, whatever this means to you, this Justice, something's going to change. Something about it is going to change. I don't know if it's your actions. I don't know if it's something that's internal or external. But you're going to have new confidence in maybe whatever it is that you're planning on doing because of the change and because of how it affects whatever the Justice is to you. So it feels like you need that to be settled before you go ahead and do anything, extreme. Basically. All right. What about the Hermit? What are we doing with the Hermit? Oops. Hermit for Libra. Got Judgment. The King of Swords. And the Five of Swords. That's cool. All right. I feel like this is always how I see you guys, Libra, male or female, King of Swords, or basically the swords. But I feel like you're gonna go, whatever it is when this comes out, you're gonna try to go back and you're gonna reflect on things that you might have done before, whether it's started a job or started a company or whatever it is that you did. You're gonna reflect on it and say, okay, I learned from whatever this was. So now I'm not going to redo that because that didn't work, or I'm going to do it exactly like that because that did work. So it's going to definitely be, going back into the past and rethinking how those decisions were made just to seeing if you needed to do it like that, because you don't want to end up with this feeling of, well, yeah, this kind of, because you don't want to bite off too much. You don't want it to get into something that's too big. You'd rather not take a big old, chunk of something that might be too big for you because maybe it was too big for you before. Or you want to say, I'm going to go full heart, and I'm going to do it at whatever it takes. I'm going to do it. You're going to handle the consequences of it either way. And again, it's free will. You're going to do however you're going to feel right about it. But you're definitely going to be going over, the past, the future, however things can work out for you. And it's right after this judgment, though. Not judgment, right after the justice. Okay, Libra, this is awesome. I like this for you. Hopefully this all works out. Oops. All right, let's see. Your commitment is being tested. Okay. And nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable mood. All right, so that to me just says the same exact thing. You need to wait until a certain thing happens before you could actually go forward with anything that might cause, repercussions that you're not really going to like. And, nothing's set in stone, so you can wiggle and move, how you have to do it. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment if it resonates. I would love to hear from you, and I will be seeing you in a couple weeks. Oh, and the full month one is going to be in this video, so if you wanted to see if they connect, that's cool too. All right, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.